Welcome back to Be Rich. My good friend Athira is still here. Yesterday we had a discussion on bonds. Let's see what she brings today. Hi Athira, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm really good. I'm glad to talk again.
Mm.
Well, today I'm here with some questions from the clients and also like my personal questions I've come with. So, first is what is moat and what are the types of moat?
So, have you visited Tanjavur?
No.
So, you go to Tanjavur, there's a big temple.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Tanjavur big temple?
Yeah.
You do Bharatanatyam. So, how can you not know Tanjavur big
I haven't
temple?
been there, sir.
You have been there.
Hopefully. No, I have not been there. Let's see what the
Okay.
future brings.
If you go to the Tanjore fort, it's a big temple and surrounded by a huge fort. And there is a deep ditch
Mm-hmm.
which runs across the entire fort.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have made a permanent thing. Before they used to be a drawbridge.
Oh,
So people, if the enemies come, they would close the bridge,
okay.
and everybody would go inside the fort, and nobody can enter the fort. So this is what it was. So a company that's called a moat. It will be
Okay.
filled with water and
Water.
crocodiles. So
Mm.
nobody will try to cross it.
Okay.
Now, a company with a moat is one which has no possibility of competition.
Okay.
So I'll give you some examples. ITC has a moat in cigarettes because nobody else can manufacture cigarettes anymore. They don't give license.
Okay.
So ITC has a strategic moat. Before newspapers became irrelevant, Hindu had a moat. The Hindu newspaper in South India had a moat. Times of India had a moat in Bombay. The Hindustan Times had a moat in Delhi. If you go to any tea shop in Tamil Nadu, people used to read Tandi. So that Tandi had a moat. But something called social media came and which you could access by phone, and then that mode disappeared. That's
So
a
basically, it is like a company that cannot be
your
that for the
competition cannot
competition.
get in easily.
Hmm.
HDFC Bank has a mode for retail business.
Okay.
So like that, every company which can develop a moat is a very valuable company. If you think of toothpaste, you think of Colgate.
Yeah.
So nobody can reach that moat.
Okay.
When you think of washing powder, it used to be Surf.
Hmm.
Till Nirma came in and pushed Surf out.
Okay.
So now nobody talks about Surf. So there are different brands. If you talk of biscuits, it's Britannia. If you talk of glucose biscuits, it's Parle G.
Hmm.
Xerox is actually a company. Copier is the name of the product.
Okay.
But in India, people used to say, bring a Xerox.
Hmm.
So that's about.
All right. Okay. Can you tell us what are turnaround stocks?
Turnaround stocks are companies which are going to heavy losses,
Okay.
and the stock is available at very cheap price, and then the company turns around it, and the company becomes very. The most classic case of turnaround in Indian market is Titan.
Oh.
It was a 10 rupee stock was available for 8 rupees. Today, after several bonuses and the stock being split at 2 rupees, it is at 1,800. So the original 8 rupee has become 25,000, 30,000 rupees.
Okay. So do you think when the companies go in that loss, they can like retrieve?
It depends on who is the promoter, how much money he has.
Okay.
So if a promoter has deep pockets, then he can turn around the company. Like Air India has gone into deep losses now. A new management at Tata has taken over. I'm sure they will turn it around.
All right. Okay. So is there any company that's newly emerged and you think that in the future they will do great?
There are two different things. A company may have a great product and the product is doing well. But the question is when they come to the market, what is the valuation they come?
Okay.
So the idea is not whether the company is great or not, or the product or service is great. We have to see whether the company is profitable and at what price it's available. So everything, price is what you pay for it, value is what you get. So I'm more interested on the value part of the equation.
All right. And you've already said that you were a good salesman. So
Yes.
I would like to know, like, can you just differentiate what is marketing and branding?
Okay. Marketing is a point of taking a product and making a customer buy.
Mm.
Because you create a desire to buy.
Mm.
Selling is making him buy. Marketing is creating a desire to buy.
Mm. Okay.
This is difference between marketing and selling.
Mm.
What is branding is, originally branding is, in America when cattle were there, you didn't know who got which cattle. So they used to take a hot iron rod and brand it.
Mm.
So you will know that this cattle belongs to me. So now branding in brands is When you hear the name, you think of the product.
Okay.
Like Coke. Originally, Santa Claus was available in various colors.
Mm-hmm.
Then Coke promoted Christmas and drinking Coke in Christmas.
Mm.
And the color of Coke was red. So they made Santa Claus red.
Oh, I
And
didn't
now
know
the
this.
whole world thinks of Santa. That is branding.
All right. Okay. So, what do you think it is important to focus if you want to do marketing and branding?
No, branding is a very creative process.
Okay.
But
What do you
first, a
think you should
company, you need to
focus?
have a product, good product.
Mm.
You have to dominate that product. Then branding will occur naturally. But great brands can die. See, like Nokia was dominating cell phone. I think you're too young, so you won't know the touch phone of Nokia. Everybody was holding a Nokia 10 years back. They didn't move to the smartphone. Google gave Android free. The brand got destroyed. So it's not enough to have a great brand. Murphy Radio was a great brand.
Mm-hmm.
But the product should keep moving up. The product or service you are offering should keep pace with the needs of the market. Nokia was a great brand. People used to recognize the tune of Nokia. But today Nokia is gone because they didn't give you a smartphone.
Okay.
So the first company to get an idea for a smartphone was Apple. So Apple destroyed Nokia.
Okay. So, what is it important to focus in marketing? Like, if you
All
because
that comes later.
oh,
If you have a great product and a great service,
mhm.
marketing and branding will be automatic.
Okay, fine. Well, then we have a question from Priya.
Hmm.
I'd like to ask if one can open 3 accounts: a salary account, a savings account, and an account to just connecting with the GP and as such.
Why? You can have 100 accounts.
Mhm.
There is no rule which says that you should have only so many bank accounts.
Mhm.
One can have any number of accounts as long as you don't have borrowing for business. If you are doing a business and you have taken a bank CC limit for that business, then that company cannot have various accounts in the different banks. As long as you have not borrowed from any bank, you can happen n number of accounts you can have. And
Okay.
even if you have borrowed only a personal loan or credit card, you can have n number of accounts.
Okay, and is it also good to have more than one credit card?
I don't have a credit card. So I don't believe in having credit cards because it tempts you to spend more money than actually you can spend. So better to avoid a credit card.
Right. And then we have a question from Vijay. He says there's a talk that there might be a recession in 2022.
Mm.
Could you tell about it?
If not in 2022, I expect a recession in 2023 in America. This is because interest rates need to go up to counter inflation. When interest rate goes up, demand comes down. And when demand comes down, a recession happens. But I don't think it will happen in 2022. In the last quarter of 2023, I expect it.
All right. And we have a question from Balaji Krishnan. He says, how should one face the fear of job selection?
I don't understand why you should. Because if you like doing something, you should do it. And if you're going to do things for your salary, it's better to avoid it. I have never done anything because I would get money from it. I do something because I enjoy it, and the money becomes an additional beneficial. The pressure comes, the fear comes when you become a slave to money and you want to do something because for money.
Okay. So is there anything you'd like to say, like who actually needs to know, or any tips for them?
For what?
Like how to deal with
The
interviewer?
Okay, my principal used to say this. You should approach it as if the chair belongs to you. You're obviously looking for a chair
Of course.
in the company. If you are afraid of the chair, you will not get the job. The chair should be afraid of you.
All right.
That's confidence.
And we have a request from Kishore. He says, please continue your book, The Investor.
I should. I am really the intelligent investor. A lot of people have requested. I will definitely, but I don't find time. You guys take so much of my time that I don't find time to do it. I will try to finish it.
All right.
Thank you, Athira. I found it very interesting. I hope the people like it. Thank you for watching Be Rich.
Thank you, sir.
It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support.
For hot financial news reviews and economical updates, watch Be Rich. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel.